Hi guys, I'm gonna try to set out my 2016-2017 opening lineup for the Toronto Maple Leafs. So the first line is gonna be at center Nazem Kadri, left wing JVR, so James Van Riemsdyk, and at right wing William Nylander. I think this could be a really good first line, possibly stay the first line for the whole year if Matthews doesn't pass Kadri in the depth chart. Pretty productive first line, I think. So my second line, I have at center Austin Matthews, left wing Nikita Soshnikov, which he usually plays the right, but I'm slotting him as left wing because I'd like to see him with Matthews, and on the right would be Mitch Marner. This could be a pretty prolific second line if I just would love to see Matthews and Marner start out together just to see if they have any chemistry, and I think that'd be a pretty good second line. So third line, I have Tyler Bozak at center. Left wing would be Leo Komarov, and right wing would be Zach Hyman. I believe Zach Hyman could have played on the second line. He's pretty talented. Plus, Mike Babcock really likes him, but right now I slot him on the third line. I think this could be a pretty good shutdown line. And fourth line, I have at center Brooks Light, left wing Matt Martin, and right wing Milan Mikalik. I think any team would like to have this as the fourth line, and I think they're pretty set for the fourth line. Although Milan Mikalik is making a lot of money to play on the fourth line. So the extras I have that could slot into this lineup with no problem. Tobias Lindberg on left wing. He was acquired in the Dion Phaneuf trade. I went to see him play about 2 games after he came over to the Marlies, and I was really shocked with his ability. He almost set up Frederick Gauthier with 2 goals, and we all know how offensively challenged Gauthier could be, so they played pretty well together, and I was pretty surprised with him. Also, Kirby Reichel could easily slot into the left wing. I had him in here, and then I took him out for Nikita Soshnikov, but he can easily go up and down this lineup. At center, I have Peter Holland. He can easily make the lineup because he can play center and also the wing. So if anybody gets hurt, he might be the first to come in. Colin Greening would be on right wing, and so would Joffrey Lupul, which I hate to see him not in the lineup because this is a Lupul jersey. I really liked Lupul when he came over from Anaheim. So it's kind of makes me, I guess, a little bit sad to see him not make my opening night lineup, but that's just the way things have gone his way. It's just not his time in Toronto. So on defense, so the first pairing I have Morgan Riley, obviously, which he can easily be the future captain of the Leafs. So I'm glad to see that Mike Babcock gave him a lot of time on the ice last year with Connor Carrick. I believe this was a great trade when Toronto picked up Connor Carrick, and he showed he can play in the NHL, and he had a really good Calder Cup playoffs with Marlies, although they didn't make it to the Calder Cup, but he had a good playoffs with them. My second D-line would be Jake Gardiner and Nikita Zaitsev. I was going to put Zaitsev on the first line just to see if he can adapt to the NHL right away, but kind of put him with Gardner just so he would have a little bit less ice time, but still enough to see whether or not he can make it in the NHL. Third line would be lefty would be Matt Hunwick, although I know he played a lot of righty, I believe, last year with Frankie Corrado. I put Corrado instead of Martin Marincin because as of right now they don't have Marincin signed and they have Corrado signed, I believe. So the extra defense would be Roman Polak, which he might be in the opening night roster, but I hope he's not. And then the other guy is Martin Marincin, depending if they get him signed right now. So for goalies, obviously the starter is going to be Anderson. I think he's going to turn out to be a pretty good player for Toronto, although they've had their duds in goalie since probably Belfour, so hopefully he can change that around and be a good starter. Backup, right now there's Garrett Sparks because they haven't signed anybody else, and he'd be the most logical out of him and Bebo because I think they want Bebo to be hopefully the goalie of the future, maybe. I'm not too sure about that, but So, but as extra goalie, as I'm making this video, it's rumored that they're pretty close to signing Enroth. So he's a pretty good backup goalie, which if they sign him, he'll play backup instead of Sparks. So let me know how you think my roster is. If you think I left anybody off that you think should have been on the open night roster, write it in the comments. And any videos you want me to do in the future, let me know. Comment if this video was good or bad, or doesn't matter which one. If you felt it was awful, just let me know. And have a good night.